David, welcome back to St Neots Town TV. Thrilling game today here against Cirencester. We've run out 4-0 victors. I couldn't have foreseen that result at the beginning. I was expecting a tight affair. How do you explain that one, mate?
That's a funny one, that, today, because it was a horrible game, wasn't it? I thought. It must have been a horrible game to watch. There was not much quality in it from either side, in particular us, I thought.
Gamble! You're in there! Where are we? Jacob!
Also on the strikes on 45 minutes on his first goal for the club, number 6, 2-1!
It was kind of one of them ones where the preparation for the game wasn't very good. Delayed kick-off, players arriving all late all over the place because of the traffic and stuff. Same for them as well, which kind of also makes it hard because you don't know when you're going to kick off. And it just felt a bit, the wind had a massive influence on the game and really dried the pitch out, made it really hard to get the ball down as well. So kind of lots and lots of things thrown in the pot that all kind of made it a very difficult and a very scrappy game, I thought. But saying all that, the players did the jobs well, and did the basics well, and kept a clean sheet. Gave them little to feed off, gave them very few chances, and gone and got ourselves 4 goals and created another 2 or 3 opportunities as well. So I just said to the players, we're not, and I've said before to the fans, and I'm not going to apologise for that performance because that is, but that couldn't have been great for them to watch. But we're not going to play well every week. I didn't think we played particularly well today, but we did things right, and if we do things right and that's our foundation, then we've got a chance.
Cheers, Drew. So the foundation to that, here he is. He's come and have a work.
Get him on.
Wardy. Come on. Come on. How's good timing?
Do you want me on the thing?
Yeah, why not?
You're going to have to get on your knees.
Hey, you'll be right there. Yeah, just playing for.
Sit down, Wardy, make me look fucking tiny.
Wardy, well done, mate. 2 goals. First 2 goals for the club. What were your thoughts after getting that first one? That's quite a slick sort of control and turn.
Yeah, well, I've been getting a bit of stick the last couple of weeks for not scoring, so it's nice to get that one done.
That was very Lee Clark-esque, that type of finish. Controlled it.
Yeah, it was quite good.
Well,
to be fair.
you share a car with him, don't you? So maybe he's starting to rub off a bit.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
There you go, car sharing club with the right people gets you goals.
Yeah.
So what about the second goal there, late on in the second half? And Drew's floated it in lovely, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, we've been doing a thing where it's all about your positioning on the regains and deliveries in the box. See Drew put it on a plate really and just got in the right area.
Excellent. Quality defending and quality goals today.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.
He's going for top scorer.
So catch him. Late run.
He's on a late run.
So David, was that the difference today then? It was a case of, like you say, there wasn't much quality to be had, but what we did do well was put balls in the box and really make them work defensively.
The difference was we were just very, very organised on kind of balls, like, as you said, balls in the box and making sure we're keeping it alive. And we did a little bit of it before the game today, just to kind of kill a bit of time, but also to kind of reinforce stuff. Our first ball in, like against Poole the other day, our first ball in the box has been good and decent, but we probably haven't been keeping things alive well enough, and today we did it much better and kind of got the first 3 goals come from that. So but that happens, and that's what I can't reiterate enough. We are not going to play well every game, but if we can not play well, be organised and still be a goal threat,
the quality comes,
then we've got a chance of winning games of football. And sometimes that happens in matches for 60 minutes, and then you have you get 2 or 3-0 up, and then the last half hour, that's when you play the football and everyone goes home thinking we played really great, and actually we only played really great for 20-30 minutes when the game was won. Kind of a bit like today, last 10-15 minutes. But that's that element of football, that organisation and desire and hunger and organisation is just as important as the free-flowing stuff, if you're going to be successful.
I thought Matty Spring was unfortunate not to notch one today, because he went clean through and went for the chip option.
Yeah, he did. Well, I think the ball I haven't seen the video, but it kind of came at him quite quickly. He kind of moved his feet to open his body out and kind of tried to steer it in. And I thought it was unlucky. Jack Wilkinson had one at the end that was very, very similar, wasn't it? Where we had a massive overload. We probably should have scored from that. But look, I'm happy. We've won the game. I'm not going to be too disappointed. I'm not going to dwell on performance too much. Similarly, when we've played really well in games, I haven't kind of dwelled too much on that performance, because in football it's got a nasty habit of coming back after, when you think you're good, it comes and kicks you up the bum. So we just, a bit of a cliche, I know, but it's gone, dead. Next game. And we need to prepare really well for next week. What
was your thoughts on Poole Town last weekend, 0-0?
I I thought first half not dissimilar to how it was today actually. They had a little bit more quality, but against the wind it was tough to get out and we had to be very resolute and defend doggedly. And in the second half I thought we played really well. We kept them in well, kept them in there half the long periods of the game. Didn't really create too. I think we created 2 good chances. Drew had one, and Bruce had a brilliant effort that was going in, I think, blocked. But the difference between Poole and today was we've spent a couple of hours this week working on what happens if we don't head the ball in from a set piece. Against Poole, we didn't head the ball in from a set piece right at the end when we had 3 or 4 good chances to, and didn't keep it alive to give ourselves another chance. Whereas today we did that.
Goals have come from that today.
And that's where the goals come from.
So looking at the league table now, it's very exciting. We're tied in 5th spot. Hungerford better on goal difference by 2, and we've got them next weekend. How do you feel about that?
Well, it'll be a tight game, I would expect. It'll be a difficult game, I say all along, but when you play now at the end of the season against teams, I mean, I see today Frome, whatever you call them, they've beaten someone today.
Hungerford.
Oh, it was Hungerford, was it? Yeah, so, you know, that just goes to show you're playing in matches where probably 2/3 of the league, or certainly half of the league, have got something to play for.
Yeah.
So they're always tougher games, and sometimes you go up against games that, I mean, on paper today I looked at it and I couldn't. That was a tough game for us today because I think that was a must-win game.
Yeah.
When I look at it, all the other teams around us had games that on paper they should have won, and ours was the one game that you thought that could go either way. So a couple of weeks ago we played up here and won the game. I think it was Hitchin, and that was a big game because all 6 of the top 7 above us were all playing each other.
Yeah.
So I knew if we won that would be a big stride because 3 of the teams were going to drop points. Today I couldn't see it happening, so it's kind of a must-win game today. But fortunately, we did win the game, and a couple of teams did slip up, and you know, we'll just keep going, see what happens next week, work hard, get organised, and give it another go.
Excellent. I'm really looking forward to that next week, and I'm sure the Rabble are. They were tremendous again today.
I thought they were the best bit about the game today. You know, I mean, first half was a bit quiet, but we didn't really give them too much to crow about. Second half wasn't much better, but they were. They were really loud, sang along, were nice and loud. Yeah, probably
in the sunshine in the second half.
Yeah, well, probably the Carlsberg probably had a few more minutes to sink in, I suspect. And that was great because that did add a little bit of atmosphere, and that was a difficult game today because all the things I said, and in the second half they kind of took all the tempo out of the game through fouling and stuff like that, which actually I wanted us to play better second half and flow a little bit more, and that made it harder for us to do that. The flip of that is it made us easier to win the game.
Yeah.
Because it kept killing, and you know, we're happy with the game killed because we're winning 2-0. So it was kind of what my ego, if you like, wanted us to get the ball and move it better and look a lot more of a threat going forward and play better football. But actually, in hindsight, the fact that it was bitty second half probably suited us a lot more than it did them, and it's about winning at this point.
Excellent. Well done, David. See you next week.
Cheers.